What's up, guys? I got a new uh, setup kind of thing, and I just wanted to record a video. As you can see, like right here, I have some manga. It's going to be my winter manga haul. I don't know. At the time of recording, it might not be released in winter, but I'll make sure it does. And let's just get started. Let's start with the one that you can actually see right here. Utsubora. Um, Really interesting manga. I can't actually open it because uh, I would have to, censor some things, and I don't want to have to do that. But I have read it. It is a really good manga by, now I'm probably gonna butcher this, even though I have been taking Japanese. Asumiko Nakamura, right there. And yeah, it's good manga. I definitely recommend it. One of her more serious and not really, you know, light-hearted manga like we're gonna talk about over here. As you can see, I'm kind of spoiling it by putting it over there. Maybe I should move it, but as you just saw, if you can recognize that cover, I actually did get volumes 2 and no, 2 and 3 of Classmates, because I had volume 1 over there, as you can see in the first video I uploaded, first 2-part video, where I was cleaning the bookshelves. I own the first volume, and I finally got the second and third volume. Now, I am going to get the fourth volume pretty soon, but these are both, by the same author. There, Asumiko Nakamura, and it's one of her more light-hearted BL manga, and if you want to check it out, I would definitely recommend. And I got this, most of these were got, what was it, last month? Was it, I don't remember what last month was. It was like August, September, no, September, I believe. January, February, March, April, June, July, September. I don't fucking know. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure that out, but let's get on with the video. Yeah, more about, I just taped my phone to my wall, and I am going to record more videos like this with the whole, white face, chair, posters and bag, but and one more work by Asumiko Nakamura, Maiden Railways. It is a romance anthology, 7 stories, right up here. I've read all of these manga, actually, except for 2 that I'm going to talk about. 3 I'm going to talk about, I've read. And it's really good. The art style is nice. I'll show you some of the pages inside. The art style is very, the way she draws humans is a little weird, but the art style, very nice, very, bubbly, lighthearted. It's amazing. I like it. Now, continuing on with the series that I have After Hours Volume 2. I got this last month as well, and I got like pretty much all of these last month, and yeah, this series is really good. I read the first volume. There's 3 volumes in total, so I have 1 more, but basically, it's just a Yuri about, fuck, what was it about? 20. Emmy Asahina is 24, unemployed, and not really sure what she wants to do with her life. When a friend invites her to a dance club, Emmy doesn't expect much, but what she finds changes her world. It's a little bit different. It's about a 24-year-old instead of a high schooler, and I don't know. I enjoy it. I like the Yuri aspect of it. I like the story behind it. A little bit different from what I've read before. Now, this is a series we're about to look at next. Is something I haven't read in 2 years. The first volume. I just recently got the second volume. I don't know how long ago it was, but it is this Battle Angel Alita Mars Chronicle. That is the second volume. I haven't read this series in like a year or two. And the page, the artwork is really nice. Yeah, it's really nice, really, scenes. Fuck. It's just really nice, really cool looking. I haven't read it yet. I'm not really all that on board on reading it just yet. I want to get the remaining like 5 volumes before I read it. Kind of what I'm doing with Rosario Vampire Season 2. I have 6 volumes left of that. I haven't read the second season yet. I will read it once I get the remaining 6 volumes. But besides that, very solid manga. I'd recommend reading the main series first before this one. But if you want to, get into a little bit of the origins of Alita, read this one. It's really good. Now, new Oshimi Shuzo Oshimi series I just picked up last month, of course. All of this was picked up pretty much last month. Haven't quite started yet, but have read the first volume. Blood on the Tracks. I've heard a lot about it. I've seen it everywhere. And yeah, from reading the first volume, I can say it's definitely going to be an interesting series. The first volume is definitely a very hard, hit. It's not emotional, but very kind of fucked up, kind of. Is that the right phrase? Yeah. The art style, of course, is classic. Shuzo Oshimi, of course. You might want to skip this part a little bit if you don't want spoilers, but very classic Shuzo Oshimi art style, and I definitely enjoy this. It's really interesting so far, and I would definitely pick up more in the future. I first have to finish Inside Mario, though, which the last volume doesn't come out until next year, so that's gonna suck, but if I get money, I'll, secure myself a volume before it runs out of stock. But now I'm actually gonna save this next manga for last. Hopefully I didn't accidentally show it on camera. But the next manga I have is a Ruby one shot, not the official manga. I will get it, but Ruby one shot. Haven't read it. It was picked up down in Oregon by my dad. I haven't read it, but I am interested because I have watched 7 seasons of Ruby, and I have not finished it yet. I will watch season 8. Haven't finished it. I will soon, but it is a very, very interesting and nice art style. I think so. But yeah, this was also picked up by the end of last month. About the end of last month. Then we have this series. I just recently started this series. It was picked up with Battle Angel Alita Volume 2 and another manga I'm gonna talk about. And I honestly this first volume, I really enjoyed the series. Like, I'm definitely picking up more of this. I recommend this series a lot. It's kind of a more recent series, but it is really good. I'm not a big fan of zombie manga. This is a little bit of a turn on the zombie genre. I love it. I adore the hell out of it. It's so good. It's actually pretty funny too. And I only have volume one, unfortunately, but I will pick up more. I just repeated myself, but these videos are unscripted. But yeah, and the art style is actually very solid. I love the art style that they used for this series. And yeah, I just really, really recommend this series. It's fucking amazing. There's not too many out right now. I believe there's around 5 volumes out right now. I'll have to double check that after I'm done, recording and doing this. But we are on to our last manga. We are on to, and I can just say, fuck, I've really wanted to say this for a long time, but I can finally say that I've read trash. Trash. This manga is trash. No, actually, it's a very average 6 or 7 out of 10. It's not bad. The first, 2 chapters are alright. Like, first 2 or 3 chapters, the Mafia chapters. But afterwards, it's just kind of alright. Art style isn't bad. It's like an older, early 2000, 90s to early 2000s art style. And there's 4 chapters. Both 4 chapters, 2 chapters are one story, so basically there's only 2 stories in it. And I do want to pick up some more of this person's work. I did find a manga called Fake that looks really interesting, so I'm going to pick that up, but I'm showing you some of the pages here, and it's a very interesting art style, a very interesting concept. Not an original concept, but the concept's alright. First one's like a mafia concept, and then the second one's kind of like a heist concept, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I read this quite a bit ago. I don't really remember a whole lot about it, but yeah, it's alright. It's a pretty average manga. I wouldn't really recommend it, but if you want to go out and find it, I found this at a very unknown manga store here in Washington. It looked kind of like an old library, but it had a lot of older manga and a lot of manga that you don't really see nowadays. And this was there, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, I want that. That looks fun. It was pretty fun. It was alright. I would recommend it for anyone who's interested, but if you're not really interested in if you're not really looking for stuff like this, yeah, don't pick it up. And it's alright. I don't know. If you're interested, pick it up. If you're not, then just don't. It's not really worth it that much. If you can find it for a decent price, then yeah. But I wouldn't go out of my way paying $20 for this. I paid 6, 7. I paid $5 for it. It was pretty cheap. Yeah, that's pretty much all the manga I have here. Not too much more than my last haul, but I would say definitely a lot more of a diverse haul, because the last one was more kind of slice of lifey and not all that diverse. But this is more this one's like a crime drama. These are slice of life. This is sci-fi. No, this is slice of life. These are slice of life. This is sci-fi. This is thriller, psychological thriller. This is also fantasy. Yeah, fantasy. This is thriller, more of like thriller comedy. This is just kind of action, like mafia action, heist action. Yeah, definitely more diverse collection. If I had to recommend one manga from this pile, like one out of all of them, definitely this one. This one was probably the most interesting to me. Actually, yeah, this one definitely. It's a crime, really intense like crime drama. So if you're not into that, then don't pick it up. But definitely this. This is definitely one of the most interesting I've read out of this haul. And if that's not really your thing, then definitely this. This is great. This is great. Definitely one of the best. Not one of my top 10, but definitely one of my top 20. It's really good. Now, that's gonna about do it. I don't really have any more to talk about, except for you'll be seeing a lot more videos like this. If you guys like the new setup, you can tell me. If you like the older, shaky cam, fucking muffled audio, I don't think you do, but I'm definitely going to try and record more videos at this setup because this is a lot better of a setup. It's more optimized. I get to sit down instead of stand up all the time, and I just think it's a better setup, honestly. And I did turn off the air conditioner and fan so I could get better audio, so you don't hear a bunch of fucking buzzing in the background, because that was annoying. Wind whirring, buzzing. Yeah. So that's gonna about do it. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to subscribe. I'm not gonna pressure you or anything, but yeah, that's it, man. Like, I'm done. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.